Hi there, welcome. This is a touchdown tournament, rookie division. Shot minus 15 in qualification, and I just want to put out some content here for rookie division. You guys can either go with my shot, you might have to tweak one or two holes, and I'll put out some revisions in case I can come up with a better problem with some of these holes here. But for now, I'll get started on some content here, and best of luck. Alright, here we go. This is hole number 1. This is a par 4, and we played this one at plus 20% elevation. And if you look at my Munster Marsh tournament, I played this hole a different way than what I played it here. Like, I might have to fix this up. If you have a rock 4, you might be able to get away with this shot. It looks like it didn't work out for me here. I actually wanted to get it up higher. I went with one top and one left. This shot might actually work. Next time I might go with two top. But it's one way to avoid that sand trap altogether in case you don't want to jump over top of it. I know a hole-in-one will work here if you have a higher rock shot, like a rock 6 and above, I believe, will work really good with this shot. You can see it kind of petered out there. And like I said, I used one top. Next time I might go 2 or 3 top with a rock. But it's actually a nice safe shot. You just go with 20% elevation. And I got one top, one left. Next time, like I mentioned, go 2 or 3 top. And just put your target there on that last rough patch there. And good luck with that one. Alright, welcome back. This is hole number 2. This is a par 3. We're going to go with a sniper here, and we're going to try a rough bump. You can use a marlin here, a power 0 ball. So as you can see, we're setting this up for, I believe, about 1.5 top. Yes, 1.5 top, full right spin. And you can see what we're doing here. That ball guide, we're going to line it right up to the hole. And we got the yellow touch in the rough. And it's right up inside the hole there, basically, that ball guide. So we got it running into the hole. We played this at plus 10% elevation, and we also played this at a minimum distance of your wood. So if you're using a Sniper 7 here, you might have to go with 2 top. I have written down here. This is a Sniper 8. 1.5 top worked nicely. So if you have a Sniper 7, like I said, or lower, maybe go with 2 top with that. Good luck with that hole, and we'll catch you on the third. Alright, welcome back. This is the third hole. I played this very similar to the Munster Marsh tournament. This is a par 5. Let's take a look here. We played this with a navigator ball because it cuts down the wind, especially for the second shot. It'd be nice. We go with 2 back, full right. If you got an extra mile 6 here, you might just have to overpower it a little bit, or extra mile 5 or lower. Or if you choose to use a higher ball like a Titan, you won't have to overpower it at all. But I always like to play with the cheap balls. The cheaper the ball, the better. Otherwise, you end up using all the balls you're going to actually win for the prize. So that's how I generally play my tournaments, try to get away with the cheap balls. So once again here, you're using a power 1. You're going to skip this pad altogether. It just lands you into trouble if you try to hop over across. Some people miss it. Why make an adjustment when you don't have to? Just let the wind carry the ball here because you got tailwind, right? So yeah, so all we're doing is we're lining that guide up with that one tree. You can see that long standing tree there. This way you know when you shoot it, you're going to shoot it for that same spot all the time. This way you got a set guide where you want to set that target up at. So basically we push it forward so that the guide is pretty much running towards that one tree that's standing up by itself there. And then we just let the wind take it. And you got 314 yards. You can mark that down if you want. Now here's the second shot. I got written down here on my paper at 314 yards, 317 yards. You play this sniper shot at mid-distance. So no max, no minimum. Play this at mid-distance. It works out nicely for around 314 yards like we shot here. What did we go here with? 3 back, full left. Yeah, 3 back, full left. Lining that ball guide up with the hole. The tip of the guide might be about 4, 5, 6 inches short of the hole. You can see. But it's lining right up with the hole. And if you play the same spin we played here, you should be fine. Navigator, 3 back, 2 left. The shot works out very nice. Mid-distance. Hit it perfect. And if you don't sink it in, you'll have an easy eagle. If you sink it in, you got yourself an albatross. Good luck with that hole. Best of luck. We'll catch you in the next one. All right, welcome back. This is hole number 4. This is a hole you want to try to get an eagle on. If you do, you can gain a stroke pretty much on the rest of the field. So it's a little bit of a risk, this particular hole, but no risk, no reward. So I always feel that you have to take a little bit of a risk in the tournament. And this is a hole I tend to do it on. With the Munster Marsh tournament, this particular hole was easier to do because we had tailwind. Now we got crosswind, so we have to play this a little bit differently. It's a little bit harder to play, so we're going to have to give it some overpower. But if you take a look, I'll give you 3 different replays on here. 2 from this account, 1 from another. And I'll show you what not to do and what to do. So you can basically hone in on this shot and get it down the way you want it. So let's take a look at this first shot here where it didn't work out. Okay, this shot here we played at 10% elevation. You can see we got this crosswind here. So we're using a power 3 ball. I know in the Munster Marsh we got away with a power 1 ball, but no, we're not going to get away with that in this tournament. So we're trying to figure out the top spin and side spin on this particular shot. We know if we give this full over power here, we might be in trouble. We might miss that fairway altogether. And what we're trying to do is hit that fairway where the grass is a little bit thicker there and have it roll onto the green. Because if we don't, we could bounce it right across. So we're trying to get this top spin set pretty much the way we want to get it set. Like, I'm kind of thinking 2 top spin would probably be the better bet here. Because 3 top spin, like I said, you can see where the guide is. It's almost stretched out too far. So if you fully overpower this shot, for sure you'll probably miss that thick grass altogether. So that's why I laid away from going full overpower here. But we did hit a great ball. So that tells me see what happens when we hit a great ball? It just hit the grass and went in. So that tells me we didn't move the target over enough. We'll fix that on the next shot. So you want to be careful with that particular shot not to grade it to the right. But we're trying to get this great ball proof so that if we do great ball it to the right, we're not going to get that issue. So I'll show you what happens on the next replay. Alright, this is my second shot on the hole. Now if you make this on the green, you can still salvage your birdie. So even though it's a bit of a risk, you got 2 chances at still making the birdie. And if you happen to make it on your first shot, you got yourself an eagle, which you basically want. So again, this is qualifications, so you can take a little bit of a chance, a little bit of a risk, and hone in on your shots a little bit here. So this is what we did with the second shot. You can see we got 3.4 wind, so you want to add your 10% to that. And you know the wind's going to carry it a little bit further, of course, because you got that crosswind here. So what did we go here? I believe we went with 2 top here. You can see what the guide is now. Even if you go full overpower here, you'd probably be fine. But I wanted to have enough overpower so that it hits that grass and it rolls out nicely onto the green, closer and closer to the hole. That's why I actually wanted to go with a 3 top spin. And you can see how much overpower we give it. And I believe we give it 1 or 2 bars more topspin. So you can see what happened. We were safely onto that. We hit that rough part there. And we got the rough bump onto the green. And we got ourselves a birdie. So we salvaged the birdie. So that's what we did. We still got the birdie even though we had to work for it on that hole. So we'll show you a quick replay from the other account and see what I did there. Alright, we're back for hole number 4 on the other account like I promised. Let's see what we did here now. See, what I'm basically trying to do is stay away from overpower. Of course, it's harder to hit perfect if you're going full overpower. So you can see, basically, we forgot what we were supposed to do here. We went 3 top, 3 right. Basically, what we attempted to do with the other account there. I believe what we did with the other account on the second replay there, I actually like that video the best. This is 3 top, 3 right. It looks like bottom of ball, bottom of target overpower. Looks like to me. It's close to full overpower. We did hit perfect here. That's the only difference between this shot and the one we hit in the water the first time, is we didn't hit perfect. You can see it hits, rolls out. With this particular shot, maybe if we had more curl in it, we might have been better too. So take a look at the curl on all these 3 replays. And like I said, this is a pretty important hole. So if you can hone this in and get yourself an eagle, good luck with that. It's a bit of a risk, but it's the way I'm going to be playing it. Risk or not, good luck, and we'll catch you on the next hole. Alright, welcome back. This is hole number 5. It's a par 3. If you can get yourself a hole-in-one on here, of course, you're going to gain another stroke on the rest of the field. This is a pretty hard one to get a hole-in-one, but we managed to do it. So I would pay close attention to this one because I actually like this shot. I don't believe I played this on the Munster Marsh either. So, okay, let's take a look and see what we did. We played this at plus 20% elevation. We played this with a navigator because it helps cut down the wind. And we went with 1 and a little bit of backspin with full right spin. And we're going to go directly right at the hole. Take a look at the ball guide. We can see we're running right into the hole there. And what did we do here? We went navigator, 1.2 back, full right. We played this at 20% elevation, right directly at the hole, and we also played this at minimum distance of the club. And if it doesn't go in for you, it'll be really, really close. So good luck with that. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Hole number 6 coming up. Alright, we're back for hole number 6. This is a par 5. We did get a albatross, I know on the Munster Marsh tournament with this one, but we haven't managed to do it yet with this tournament, but I'm sure we'll get this straightened out. We're going to play it the same way we did during the Munster Marsh tournament. You can see where we started with about the red halfway into the rough. I believe we went full top, probably full right with the navigator. We're going to have to overpower this shot. But if you choose to go with a power 3 ball here, you likely won't have to overpower it. So again, I like to cut down on the power 3 balls, try to save them. So sometimes in that case, you're just going to have to overpower the shots a little bit, which we did there. The first shot is basically played at plus 10 elevation. The second shot here, we played at 0% elevation. And we're going to go with a rough bump. We'll show you that right away. Here is the second shot. Like I mentioned, we played this in the Munster Marsh tournament. We played this with the Goliath because it has a good amount of topspin. So make sure if you're using a club, it has a good amount of topspin because a lot of them don't. So we're trying to find the mid, min, and max distances here. We could be wrong with them. Why we missed it here, we went with 5 top, full right spin. This was basically, what did we do here? I think we went in the mid distance here, but I'm not too sure. So we'll be able to find out what happened here and why we missed this shot. Maybe we're going to have to tweak it. Still got a couple rounds here, so we did hit perfect, so that's one way to tell. And we missed it just to the right, so next time I might set it up so that the guide is going to the left of the hole maybe more. Or I might, instead of going full right spin like I believe we did, we might have to cut that back. Maybe a bar, or attempt to even go no right spin. Again, we have to play these holes differently than the Munster Marsh tournament. If the wind is going in the same direction, more than likely it could work. But if not, sometimes they fix the rolls on the green as well, so you're going to have to accommodate and you're going to have to fix that up. This is why we play the qualification round, so we can tweak shots. Other than that, it's still an easy eagle, but we're going to try for the albatross there. Good luck with hole 6. We'll catch you on the hole 7. Hi there, welcome back. This is hole number 7. This is a par 4. Again, in the Munster Marsh tournament, this here shot was easier to make because we had tailwind. Now we got crosswind, so it's much harder to make this shot, especially with the power 3. If you're going to use a power 4 or a power 5 ball, well, you're going to have a much easier time. What we're trying to do is hit this fairway here, but it's almost like threading a needle in a haystack almost. But we're going to go with 4 top roughly and about 3 right spin. And this is so we're trying to figure out 2.5 crosswind here. Add 10% to it. And we figured that's going to be about a ring, 1.4 rings roughly. That ball is going to land to the right of bullseye. So we're going to go with full over power and just a bit of curl here. Now let's see what happens. We hit it. We bounce, bounce, bounce. Right on the green, and actually not too bad of a shot. Now we could probably go with full top spin next time I play this hole. That's about the only thing I would advise, is go full top. So if you're going to use the power 3 ball here and do what I do, then you have to use full over power. If you're using a power 4 or power 5, well, you don't have to use full over power. But again, I always try to play my tournaments with saving my power 4, power 5 balls for expert and other divisions when I move up to it. This way I'll have a good stock load of them when I get there, if I get there. But for now, I try to play with the cheapest balls I can play and still try going for that gold medal. That's what it's all about. It's a bit of a challenge, but it makes getting the medal all the more deserving. So good luck with that hole, and I hope you get it, because hole 4 and hole 7 here, if you can get those ones, you're laughing. So we'll catch you on the next hole. All right, welcome back. This is hole number 8. This is a par 3. We played this at 0% elevation, and we're still trying to get this one figured out. But we did get it close here. We're playing with a Marlin ball, power 0. And we did get a hole-in-one on this with the Munster Marsh quite regularly, but we do have a crosswind on here, so we're going to have to play with this a little bit. We go with about 3/4 top spin here. And full left spin, I believe we went. We're lining that ball guide right up with the hole there, you can see. The red is just slightly inside the rough patch there. And we're getting an emoji spammed from our opponent here, so he's trying to throw us off. But we played this 0% elevation. I believe we played this at mid-distance. We did still hit perfect, even though he was sending us emojis like crazy. We did end up just going to the left of that cup. So next time I line that up, I'm just going to have to line it up a little bit better. Maybe aim right of the cup. But we'll have to tweak that, hone in on it, get it down. That's hole number 8. We'll catch you on hole number 9. All right, welcome back. This is hole number 9. It's a par 5. Let's take a look here, see what we did. We're going to go with the power 3 ball here, of course. We got tailwind. We're going to go full top, about 1 or 2 bars to the right. This is going to be played very much like Munster Marsh tournament. I think we had the same kind of wind in Munster Marsh as well. If you're interested in Munster Marsh, just look it up in the search engine here. Under my videos, just type in Munster Marsh, and you can check out, see what I did there. We're going to go with just a slight bit of overpower here, and just a slight bit of curl to the right. Just to kind of get it down there a little bit further without hitting that rough basically too when we make the jump. And missed it quite a bit, so we might not have to go overpower, but we did. We want to set up that rough bump for the second shot. Here's the second shot coming up. Now with this second shot, you can either play the rough bump or play directly onto the green. I'm going to be trying the rough bump for the first few attempts. If it don't work, I might have to go directly on the green. And by going directly on the green, I'll just go 2 or 3 backspin, 2 or 3 bars to the left, and go right at the flag. We played this at 0% elevation, and we're going to play it like Munster Marsh. I believe we went 3 top, 3 right. If that don't work, we're going to have to change the spins a little bit on here. So 3 top, you can see it's a little bit twitchy, that guide there. And that could be why we actually missed this hole. But I'm not quite sure yet. We're going to have to figure this one out. We went 3 top, 3 right. We did miss it to the right here, and I don't know why. We played it at 0% elevation. Next time I might take off the right spin altogether. We did hit perfect. But I know the right spin worked in the Munster Marsh tournament, but doesn't mean it's going to work in this one. See, like I said, either that twitch caused it to go to the left here, the glitch, there's kind of a glitch there, or it was our right spin that caused that. So one of the two. So I'm going to give this a couple more attempts, and if I fail on this rough bump, I'll be going directly on the green. All in all, it's still a very easy eagle. So good luck with this tournament, folks. Thanks very much for watching, and best of luck. I hope it brings you home some golds, and I'll be putting out some pro content here. Probably later on in the day. I still got a few more accounts to play here, so I'm going to have to get started on those right away. So good luck. See you soon. Bye for now.